Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I think I have my microphone charged and hooked up and ready to go. Just a quick little visit today because I'm actually heading off to the eye doctor. But I was able to get to my little Kirby book sale on Saturday. So I just thought I'd do a quick little share of a book haul before I head on my way. And hopefully it's good news. Hopefully it means that I'm hoping that the ophthalmologist says that I need the surgery done to replace the lenses inside my eyes, and which of course will mean better vision. So fingers crossed that that my cataracts are bad enough, and if you hear crunching in the background, you know who is having a snack. It's snack time. So I didn't get very much, but you know what, for $5 I'm happy with what I got. Now I did grab another one of these. They still had a few left, and it's such a pretty book. I know I'll be able to make something out of it. It's a Robert Louis Stevenson book, and I mean, look at that. I couldn't walk away from it. And sometimes it's something as simple as an unusual title that will make me fall in love with a book. This doesn't even feel like it ever got opened. An inland voyage travels with a donkey, Edinburgh. I wonder if the donkey's name is Edinburgh. Anyhow, it's really pretty. There we go. A really pretty sketch engraving there. I was going to say sketching. So 1905. Like, come on. The book is almost 120 years old. I like the red around the edge. Papers are nice. I love the deckled edges on the papers. It's really nice. The papers, the print is small enough that I could almost reuse the papers and just cover that. Do you know how I've done, if you recall, if you followed me long enough, I've done that before with journals. Used the original pages and just simply covered up in various different ways, covered up the print. And I didn't put the paper to waste. I mean, the paper won't go to waste regardless. This paper feels really nice. These are nice quality books. And of course, what do we do when we find books on the shelf? We check to see if people hid money in it. Right? Of course, right. Is that dust or bugs? You know, you just never know. If it's bugs, they're dead. It's 120-year-old bugs. Oh well. Anyhow, that's nice. Let me come back a bit. And I'll move you. There we go. So, and now I'm going to come in a bit. Sorry, hope I'm not nauseating some people. There, that's better. So, yeah, 120-year-old book, I'll take it. Now this one was so grungy, I immediately fell in love, and I heard one of the sorters. There's just a lovely team of volunteers who work at the Kirby Church book sale. And I heard one of them say, "Oh, this looks like it needs to be thrown out." My ears perked up. Oh, is it garbage? And as soon as I saw it, I said, I love that book. Can I have it? And they always look at you a little weird, but it's so beautiful because it's the Victory Binding of the American Woman's Cookbook. The Victory Binding of the American Woman's Cookbook, Wartime Edition. Oh my goodness. And look at this. I got to find a way to make that work. Courtesy of the Carnation Milk Company. Oh my. Carnation Milk. General Douglas MacArthur. Oh boy. Wartime edition. Oh, of course they do it in Roman numerals. All right, the last date up here, the last copyright date here says 1943. I'll check that later. Yeah, those look certain parts. Copyright. Oh yeah, they're smaller. There's only 3 X's there, so that's like 34, 27. So 1943, so Second World War time. But I love the grooves. So cool. And we checked to see if some savvy housewife saved money and tucked it away in her cookbook, in her Victory cookbook, while her man was away. Oh, look. See, that's what we do when we're doing our faux pages. We're pretending that we're fixing our pages to make them last longer. Oh, yum. All right, I could eat all of this. Not good. And then, oh, these beautiful little petits fours. So nice. So this is just screaming domestic goddess, and I think I said that. I said, oh my goodness, this book is going to be a domestic goddess. And I got a little bit of a strange look, and I'm okay with that. I'm used to strange looks now at this point in my life. I even like how ugly that spine is. That's so ugly, it's beautiful. Like a Boston Bull Terrier. So, 1943. That's beautiful. Spotted this just as I was going out the door. I've got 2 of these books, the Wonder Book of Knowledge. I've got 2 of these in the red editions, but I've never had one in this edition with the green cover. It's pretty grimy. I'm going to have to see if I can get some of that dirt off, and maybe I can brighten it up a bit. I don't even know. I didn't even check the year. I just knew when I see the Book of Knowledge that there's going to be good illustrations inside it. 1926. That's lovely. Okay, I'll take that. And it will have a lot of photos, but cool photos. I mean, look at scientists and cameras and... Oh, there's crowns. So we're going to be seeing crowns next week when we get a new king and queen. I wish there was more. See, I like this sort of thing rather than too many of the old photos. Although I love that, the switchboard. I like that switchboard. That would be fun to use. Electric range. Oh my goodness. Electric vacuum cleaner. Well, Dan would love that. I could make him a journal on the history of the vacuum cleaner. The man would be thrilled. Oh, see, there's some cool illustrations. Look at these. Fredwell's wooden frame bed and button power press, 1822. Wow. Hand press. Oh, story of the newspaper. These are printing presses. Yes, okay. I like that. All right. Well, this would be put to good use. Look at that. Automatic gun mounted on an automobile. Wow. Story of the Panama Canal. Wow. I know I'm saying wow a lot, but wow. So you can't read it very well, but you know, I just finished saying it with this one, but I love me a homely book. I think they make the most interesting journals, more so than pretty ones. And you know, I love a plain cover. I just do. This one is Dynamic Meteorology. Like, how cool is that? This is just a terrific journal. I love everything about this. Edwin Burford. Wow. My husband had a cat named Burford. Apparently it was a great cat. Burford, 1941. Wow. I don't know what. I didn't even bother to look. I'm not sure I like these are glossy. So this might be one of those situations where I only use the cover. Because that's a great cover. That's just screaming out all kinds of ideas to me. And I love the title on it. I like when someone can put this book away on their shelf and no one will suspect that they've written inside it all their hopes and dreams and private thoughts. They think it's dynamic meteorology, and I mean, who cares about that? I guess except meteorologists. So there's that one. And then one last book. I'm really hoping I can fit this in the screen. It's huge. All right, if you're finished your snack, you need to go have a little snooze, okay? You've been awake a long time. You've got to be a tired puppy. Place. Good girl. Lie down. Now you have a little nap. My goodness, she's a good girl. So it's called, I noticed this under a table. There were 3 of them, but I didn't like the topics of the other 2. So I just got this one, Famous Artists Course, Famous Artists School Incorporated. And it's really, really big. Let's see. It is 12 and a bit by 14 and 3/4. You can't see down here, but you gotta take my word for it. It's 14 and 3/4. Wowie. So let me open it. This one has been used a lot. There are pages falling out, but they're really nice and huge, and it's a binder. So I'll be able to get them out, hopefully with very little trouble. There's a lot of interesting photos that would make for fun because they're photos of artists at work and of the models for the artists. And then there's little drawings here and there. And look how nice and big. Like, that can be folios in many different directions. More drawings. Like, look at that. Oh, a studio, an artist's studio. I just fell in love with this one. As soon as I saw it, I got really hopeful for the other 2, and the other 2 just weren't as interesting to me. I even forget what they were about. Like, this is a great photo here. This has got to be 60s or 50s. Let's see. 1960. Ah. Rock. There's some cool, oh my, there's some racy little drawings here. Spicy looking. I remember taking that in life drawing class. All of these things. Oh. I'm going to enjoy this book first before it gets used in journals, because this is just magnificent. Like, how cool. Look at the skeletons. Let me pull this down a bit so you can see. Isn't that I don't know why I have a thing for skeletons, but very, very cool. Oh, I was going to say, this looks like Norman Rockwell. It's Norman Rockwell. He usually worked from photographs. So he would have models pose for the paintings and illustrations that he did. Is that more Rockwell? Sure looks like it. She looks like she's ready to sing, "Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town?" Do, do, do. You know, I can't do longer than 8 seconds. Not allowed. So, see? Great book. So I'm going to enjoy this book for a little while before it gets used, but this will be used. I really, really love it. I love how the elements of art don't change. The basics don't change. The media might. Mediums? You know what I mean. Like paint is forever. They're coming up with different kinds of shellacs and varnishes and paints, and that part, yes, the chemicals change, but the basics do not change. It's kind of like when I was in hair school and we had to learn what was it, 5 basic hairstyles, and every haircut comes from those haircuts. And once you've learned those haircuts, you can do any haircut, because it's all a combination of the basic haircuts that you learn. Yeah, this is neat. Wow. Experimenting with your pens. Oh boy, do I remember doing pages and pages and pages of these. So that is like how much fun in journals. Look at him and her. Can't you just see them on either side of a spread? Oh. Wow. This is really, really, really cool book. Hands. Oh my goodness. Oh, hands used to just... Oh. And my mother, who was a magnificent artist, and I'd say to her, "I can't draw hands." And she said, "Well, you know what you need to do." And I'd fall for it every time. And I'd say, "What?" And she'd say, "You need to draw more hands." Ah! She'd say, "Just hold your hand in a different position, draw it, change your position, draw your hand." Oh, but I can't do it. "Then you need to draw more hands." I still have a hard time. It's a whole lot easier to put those hands in pockets or behind their back, or behind some flowers. Oh, look at that baby. Oh, my goodness, this is huge. She looked like Lucille Ball. A little. Wow. Anyhow, okay, I've spent enough time saying wow. All right, I am going to, so that's it. And then I've got, is that chipboard? I may take it apart and just save the paper and get this out in, is Tuesday garbage day? No, we have where I live garbage day every other Tuesday, and we just had it this past week, so this week is not garbage day. Okay, so that gives me time actually to, mind you, sometimes it's easier just to keep it in the binder so that when I know I want to raid this book, this will be a whole lot easier to find. So there we go. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed my quick little book haul. Oh, here, let's put the Victory Cookbook, Wartime Edition. Oh, look at that. Look at all the cooking that made all those stains on that book. Alrighty, I'm gonna get going. Wish me luck at the eye doctor. Hopefully I return in a day or two with good news. Take care. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye.